All right, I may have been wrong about the LA Lakers. After their opening night game against the Golden State Warriors, I said that this team's bench and depth may not be as good as they want it to be to take them far in the 2026 season. And I'm looking like an idiot right now because the LA Lakers are way better than I think we thought they were. The Lakers are 6-2 right now. They are the third best team in the Western Conference and have had some very impressive wins in the 2026 season, all without their second best player in LeBron James, who's currently still out with sciatica. And this team has not missed a beat whatsoever. They've also missed Luka Donic for half the season so far. He has missed 4 games. Even Austin Reeves and Luka Donic both missed their Monday night game against the Portland Trail Blazers, a very scrappy defense and a very hot team in the NBA right now, and they still won that game with Nick Smith Jr. and Bronny James closing it out in their backcourt. So yeah, for today's video, I wanted to talk about the impressive start to the 2026 LA Lakers, a team I was a little bit worried about in the offseason. They had their second best player opt into his $50 million player option in LeBron James, and there was kind of rumors circulating, could this be LeBron's last year in LA? There were even some rumors coming out of trusted camps that he could end up getting traded at one point this year as well. Like I said, they end up losing by 10 to the Warriors to start off the year. Luka Doncic had an incredible game. Austin Reeves was in foul trouble, and nobody else really stepped up on this team. But after that Warriors loss, they would go on to blow out the Minnesota Timberwolves, winning by 18 in that one, where Luka Doncic went off. He had 49 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists in that game. He looks so dominant. Skinny Luka looks like he's still one of the best players in the NBA. Austin Reeves showcased his passing skills in that game. He had 11 assists. He had 25 points. Rui Hachimura looked efficient inside the paint. And that was a Minnesota Timberwolves team that was pretty much at full strength with Anthony Edwards healthy. So yeah, Luka Doncic gets banged up in that game. He misses their next game against the Sacramento Kings, and they go on to win by 7 on the road because Austin Reeves steps in. No LeBron, no Luka, no problem. He has 51 points, 11 rebounds, and 9 assists on 54% shooting, goes 21 of 22 from the free throw line. If you watch that game against the Kings, these were all pretty much earned free throws as well. The Kings defense could not slow down Austin Reeves whatsoever in the half court in transition, and this is with a Lakers bench that had Jared Vanderbilt play 27 minutes, Jake LaRavia play 33 minutes, can't wait to get to him, Dalton Connect playing 13 minutes, and Chris Mannon, an undrafted rookie, playing 3 minutes in this game. Austin Reeves would go on to have 41 points against the Portland Trail Blazers. They lost this game by 14 at home. So like I mentioned, a very good and respectable Portland Trail Blazers team. And in their next game, they beat the Minnesota Timberwolves by 1 with an Austin Reeves game winner. This was the game where Anthony Edwards was kind of trolling Jake LaRavia because this was the LaRavia breakout game. Somebody in the crowd was chanting, "Who is 12?" And Anthony Edwards, who didn't play in this game, said, "I don't know." LaRavia had 27 points, 8 rebounds, shot 90% from the field and 83% from 3. I liked Jake LaRavia in the second half last year for the Sacramento Kings. I thought it was a good pickup for them, a former first rounder that just really didn't have a home in Memphis anymore, and I thought it would be wise for the Kings to bring back LaRavia, and I really liked it when the Lakers took a flyer on him in free agency. I think he had big shoes to fill with Dorian Finney-Smith kind of shocking the Lakers and going to Houston, and LaRavia has stepped up in that Dorian Finney-Smith role so far. This was definitely one of the best games of his career. You can make an argument it is the best game of his career. 27 points, 8 rebounds. And then they would go on to beat the Memphis Grizzlies in the first NBA Cup game on the road. This was the game where Ja Morant did not really look as engaged as you would want your franchise player to be, and we're still kind of in that fallout right now. We know he got suspended against the Toronto Raptors on Sunday. The Lakers won this game by 5. Luka Doncic comes back, and he comes back with a banger. He had 44 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists in this game. The Lakers score 117 points, with 65 of those coming between Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves. They would go on to beat a respectable Miami Heat team. I know Tyler Hero and Norman Powell didn't play in this game, but yeah, this has been a very solid Heat team to start off the year. Luka Doncic, 29 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 26 points for Austin Reeves, and oh yeah, 11 assists as well. And then Jake LaRavia, 25 points and 8 rebounds. If you follow the NFL, the Eagles have 2 guys in their secondary, Reed Blankenship and Cooper DeJean, the exciting whites. We're watching that go on right now with Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, and Jake LaRavia. This is a very fun trio to start off the year that's keeping the Lakers in a very good spot until LeBron James comes back. And then yeah, their most recent game against the Portland Trail Blazers, DeAndre Ayton had his best game in a Lakers uniform, a nice revenge game for him against his former team. He had 29 points, 10 rebounds, was dominant inside against Donovan Clingan, against Tumani Kamara, and Robert Williams, in which the Lakers ended up winning by 8. Rui Hachimura had 28 points in this game, a game in which LeBron, Luka, and Reeves all did not play in, and they were able to get 57 points out of Rui Hachimura and DeAndre Ayton, and 82 points out of Rui, DeAndre Ayton, and Nick Smith Jr., a former first rounder by the Charlotte Hornets who got waived by the Hornets in the offseason. Lakers picked him up on a two-way, and he knocked down 5 threes in this one, goes 5 of 6 from 3, and goes 10 of 15 from the field. JJ Redick had to deploy at one point Nick Smith Jr. and Bronny James in the clutch in their backcourt against Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, Denny Avdia, and it worked. I think JJ Redick has been a great head coaching hire for the LA Lakers. We knew he was going to be going into maybe the most pressured situation in the NBA, the biggest market, LeBron getting older. Last year, the unexpected happens. They trade for Luka Donic, and he really did as much as he could with what he was given, right? He didn't really have great big man depth. He didn't really have the deepest bench last year. And I even think on paper in the offseason, the Lakers didn't have like a home run offseason by any means, but you have Luka, you have Reeves who's taken a leap, and you have LeBron James who hasn't played a single minute this year. But JJ Redick, with everything going on right now, with all the injuries, has gotten the most out of his guys. It does feel like he's a great in-game manager. He can switch up his schemes throughout the game, figuring out what's working and what's not. And what's a silver lining with all these injuries, we're seeing Jake LaRavia get shots he didn't think he would get. Rui Hachimura is stepping up in a more isolated role, something he's got to do more now as a shot creator with all these injuries. Nick Smith Jr. may be a find for the Lakers, and if they were at full strength, they maybe never knew that they can give this guy a couple threes a night if he's going to be a flamethrower off the bench. The Lakers have won 6 out of their 7. Luka Donic, when he is healthy right now, is averaging 41 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. And Austin Reeves is averaging 31 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds a night, shooting 49% from the field, 34% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. If these two, Luka and Reeves, can be the offensive engines of this team, think about what LeBron can do and preserve his body in a more secondary role, in a more role-playing complementary piece. We may see like a point forward LeBron James, who may not average 20 points a game, but can initiate this offense, is still going to demand so much of the opposing defense's attention, where now you have two just ice-cold killers in Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves to get downhill, to create an isolation, to find somebody that's not even open whatsoever because of their passing ability. We know that Luka Doncic is one of the best passers in the NBA. I think Austin Reeves is taking a leap this year with his passing as well, which is giving the Lakers another weapon on the offensive end of the floor, and I'm really excited to see how this all gels together when LeBron James comes back, because how are you going to defend LeBron, Luka, and Reeves if this is what they're going to look like? And there's still going to be some good games from DeAndre Ayton, there's still going to be some bad games, but I think Ayton, playing 31 minutes a night, has looked the part for the Lakers this season. He's averaging 17 points, 8 rebounds. He's a physical rebounder down low. He's not an elite rim protector. He's not Rudy Gobert out there, but he can set a good screen. He's got a good mid-range jumper, and he's exactly what the Lakers didn't have last year when we had to see Alex Len get minutes for the Lakers later in the year. Marcus Smart has still been a good defensive piece for this team, and I think he'll get better as a three-point shooter. Rui Hachimura has been red hot from 3 this year. He's shooting 45% from 3 on 4 attempts a game. He's shooting 68% on 2s this year and is averaging 17 points, 4 rebounds, shooting 59% from the field in 36 minutes a night. You got to appreciate what Rui is doing in 36 minutes a night on both ends of the floor. And this is pretty much with them not getting anything offensively from their first rounder last year in Dalton Knecht, who has been all over the place this year. Jared Vanderbilt has not been as good as an offensive player as you would have liked. He still hasn't hit a 3 this year. And Bronny James is still asked to do way too much than what he currently can do right now in his NBA career. The Lakers are the 19th ranked defensive team in terms of defensive rating, 7th in offense. And I mentioned it before, but I think JJ Redick deserves his flowers right now. I do think with all things considered, I know we're early in the year, but I do think he could be somebody that could win Coach of the Year. If the Lakers end up as a 2 seed or a 3 seed with these injuries, you gotta look at JJ Redick, as well as maybe somebody like a Mark Daigneault or a Mitch Johnson if the Spurs are gonna be up there as a Coach of the Year. And it was a risky hire. Like, JJ Redick was a podcaster, he was an NBA broadcaster, and this is one of the more pressurized markets in the NBA with an aging, maybe disgruntled star in LeBron James. They go out and get JJ Redick, and I think it has been an A+ hire so far. And the Lakers will have flexibility to make a trade if they wanted to this year. They have some first round picks, even some that they saved from last year when the Mark Williams trade got nixed. So maybe they're going to go out and add another big man this year. We know that it could be a very intense trade market here if they're going to try to go all in around LeBron James. But 6-2 right now, without LeBron James playing a single minute, with Luka Doncic just playing half your game so far, this is a really good spot for the LA Lakers to be in. And in years past, this team has had an older roster in this league, but Luka Doncic in his age 26 season, Reeves 27, Hachimura 27, 27, Aiden 27, Laravia 24, Nick Smith Jr. 21, Connect 24, Vanderbilt 26. These are guys that are not going to just magically regress this year, that are playing meaningful minutes for this roster. They have a ton of tradable contracts as well. Maxi Kleba at $11 million, Gabe Vincent at $11.5 million. Same with Jared Vanderbilt as well. So if they wanted to go into the trade market this year to maybe add another rim protector, add another wing defender, they can definitely go out and do so. Because if this team is going to be the 7th ranked team in terms of offensive rating with LeBron not even playing a single minute, what is the ceiling for this team this year? Could the LA Lakers end up as a top 3 offensive team in the league? Because when you look at some of the top offensive teams so far, could they lap the Philadelphia 76ers? Could they lap the Chicago Bulls, the Milwaukee Bucks? The Charlotte Hornets are one spot ahead of them. I think the LA Lakers are definitely going to lap the Charlotte Hornets in terms of offensive rating at one point this season, which has got to feel good if you're a Lakers fan, because you dealt through so much drama in the offseason. Yeah, you were excited about Luka Donic, but was he going to sign that extension? He signs that extension. He plays in Eurobasket, looks amazing. Gets an injury there. LeBron opts in. People are now speculating his future. Could you trade away Austin Reeves? And I think with all that going on right now, the Lakers have been really fun to watch this year. They've had some impressive wins, and they're not even at full strength yet. I've really enjoyed watching Austin Reeves this year. I think it's been an incredible story for what he has done as an undrafted player a couple years ago, constantly being in trade rumors and stepping up not just in the clutch, but also as a number 1 when Luka and LeBron have been out. Reeves is going to be a free agent in 2026. I thought at one point the Lakers could trade him, get a big that can be there with Luka for the long term. No, I think you have to keep Luka and Reeves together. This could be a formidable duo with LeBron and in life without LeBron James as well. With Reeves as a creator, a tough shot maker, somebody that can get to the free throw line and is now elevating his passing game this year, can truly make him a top 30 player in the league one day, especially if he's going to have this amount of opportunities and usage with some of the injuries they have right now. So let me know, do you guys think that the Lakers season outlook has changed for you at all? Do you think that maybe you had them as a play-in team or a 6 seed? Now you think they could be a top 3 seed in the Western Conference? Do you think that they could be a conference finals team? Maybe rival the OKC Thunder? We got to see them at full strength because they have somebody that's a top 2 player of all time coming back in a couple of weeks, and I'm really excited to see how they look. Drop a thumbs up if you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know what you guys think about the Lakers down below. Quick plug too, I also dropped kind of like a burner YouTube channel. It's just called SROS. So basically my name, extra SROS. Link to that will be in the description. I'm just going to post random NBA topics there. Just kind of whatever I feel like talking that day. That's not really a podcast, but more like a YouTube video and stuff like that. So hey, go check it out if you're interested. Thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.